Hey YouTube, my name is Ilya and I am building a 2.5D auto battler and I have been for a couple months now. I wanted to start a devlog and talk about everything that I've been working on and kind of show it and just put my thoughts into words and see how it kind of lands in the real world. Yeah, so let me show you guys what it kind of looks like a little bit so far. The whole project is built in Godot and just a great engine. And yeah, let's fire it off. Little splash screen, a little bit of a animated menu vibe here with a black and gold aesthetic. It draws inspiration from a number of sources. I will just kind of show you guys what I got so far, and then I'll talk about it more in depth. So I'll just overwrite a save slot and kick it off. And that kind of takes you into this skill tree, which will have a lot of work done to it. It's a very lightweight skill tree right now, but you kind of start here at the root with the Vanguard class, which I just am thinking about now. There's probably a better way to show this character visually here. It's funny because I've been working from the run perspective, but I'll come back here. Let's just kick off a new run. And that kind of opens up the Embark dialog. You'll be able to hit different biomes. And then within each biome, there will be multiple zones in it. So you'll be able to push through different zones and then you'll be able to unlock more biomes. So let's just go with our level 1 and kick it off. Here's what it actually looks like in action. You can see the 2.5D auto battler in full action. This is the character's approach, engage in combat. Your character slays the first skeleton warrior and collects 3 gold. He progresses along. He's got 6 experience for his efforts and has taken 11 damage. And now he faces a multitude of enemies. And he's down. Which is totally fine. You're not necessarily supposed to get further than that. There's a little bit of variance in how the enemies play out. It's not a guaranteed fixed spawn, but instead uses an encounter pool. And once you head back to the skill tree, now you have your 3 gold to play with. You can start looking at the possible upgrades. So for example, here you have your blade tally, which will give you +1 damage. That takes 10 gold. Your ledger gives you block chance on the shield. That's also 10 gold. Wisdom is 10 gold. Let's come back to these. We'll hit a new run because we don't have 10 gold for anything yet. We'll embark to the Lich Gate once again. And there we go. So you rolled a tough encounter, which gives you 2 enemies on the first one, but you get bonus golden experience for this. And then he hits the big yellow numbers or crits. That's +5. And skeletons also have block chance. And then that collects 11 gold for you. I'll hit pause for a second. And I'll pop open the character sheet. You can kind of see a little bit of the stats that I want to go with. My goal here is to make a very rich build, theory craft kind of game. I want there to be a lot of options. Even though it's an auto battler, the mechanics that you'll be able to craft together should be very substantial. So this is still a work in progress, but the rough idea is that characters, they come with a fixed set of gear. And so you won't be able to, swap out their short sword or their loadout or anything like that, but we'll be able to socket them. And then that way you can still build variety from your offensive and defensive sets, but without having to do asset changes that I can't do because I'm using paid assets that are kind of preset, just working with what I got. You can see kind of HP. There'll be a stamina and a poise, which are not 100% wired yet. I'm still playing with these concepts, but there'll definitely be Dark Souls inspired poise and stamina. There'll be attributes: strength, agility, intelligence. These will be Dota inspired, which will directly influence your other stats. And you can kind of see like offense, the classics: damage, attack speed, crit chance, crit damage, lifesteal, and there'll be Diablo inspired defenses and resistances. The armor's Dota inspired, where the more armor you have, the less physical damage you take, but it's like a scale that can never hit 100%, like stacking diminishing returns. There'll be evasion, and then you'll have a bunch of resistances: fire, lightning, frost, poison, arcane. And then there'll also be utility like movement speed, and then also Diablo inspired is gold find and magic find. And then the goal, even though you start off with this one character for now, the Vanguard, the goal would be to get to multiple characters. So you'll have a full set of them. You'll go out with a full party. You'll cap out at 4, and then you'll have to build match that way, and composition to get your elite auto battlers. Rolled warband here, no multipliers, 1 skeleton archer, 2 warriors, and you're down. And then yeah, that back to the skill tree here. But now we have 11 gold, and with 14 gold we can get our first upgrade. So we can take wisdom, block chance. We can let's get +1 damage. That pops open a nice confetti and then gives us access to the next node, which is not going to be +2 damage per level, but I'm just exploring how the skill tree kind of expands. So I like the incremental node buster style games where the skill tree the upgrade tree kind of goes along, and then it becomes very rich and deep. It's going to be a tough one because it takes a lot of careful design consideration. But I'm super happy with how it feels though, in terms of like the tooltip popping up. It's all keyboard navigatable as well. And then I show the little prompt inputs at the bottom there. So like you'll be able to play this on like Steam Deck as well. Like you won't need a mouse to do this. And that's kind of the principles of it. And then yeah, let's roll out again. We've got those nice like scene transitions. Got the little banners popping up telling us where we are. That's very Souls inspired. We rolled a tough encounter here on the first arena. And my idea is like each of these segments is one arena. 2 skellies is tough. But we're dealing 13 to 16 damage because of that one upgrade, which is nice. 10% chance to crit, and because he has a shield, he should also have block chance, which would be 10% to block, but that may not be represented in this character sheet. I gotta update it, and the character's down. Obviously I'll have to work on the pacing of this, but we got 18 gold, and Breck 25 gold, 20 gold. Yeah, let's just increase our block chance. And hit a new run again. Yeah, these types of games, it's all about the pacing and timing, but the little skirmish with the guy in the corner as well. I gotta move that corner tile. And yeah, I added all these like little random props that scale with the scene. I really like the Paper Mario 2.5D style, which is kind of the inspiration here. And then yeah, I have the camera kind of follow the character but then center on the arena. So I was just trying to make it feel really nice. Oh, man down. But yeah, that's the gist of it. You guys get it. I'm gonna keep working on this and making it cooler. But if you like what you see, let me know what you think. Appreciate you, YouTube, and ciao for now.